the super secret product. For those of you who are new to this channel, I've been dropshipping since late 2014, and I actually made a video about it in which I'll link in the description so you guys could go ahead and check it out if you haven't so already. And in that video I talk about how my first product was pretty successful and some of the issues that I faced when starting out. And in this video I'll be showing you guys the exact products that I sold, and I'll be walking you guys through my thought process when creating the store. If you guys watched the video on my first store, you guys probably know that the first product I sold were men's bracelets. But to be more exact with you guys, I sold these. So these are just some simple leather bracelets with 2 skulls in the front, nothing too special, just gold plated. So nothing too, out of this world or anything like that. Something very simple. You guys could probably do this too. With that out of the way, I'm well aware that some of you guys might try and set up a store around the same niche and try to sell them, since I had success with them. But you guys have to consider that this was over 3 years ago, and I'm not sure if they're gonna sell now or they're still in demand. But if you guys decide to try it out, let me know how things go. By the way, I just want to make it very clear that I'm not encouraging you guys to sell them. I actually advise against it, since it's been so long since I sold these bracelets and I'm pretty sure the market is tapped out. But if you guys still decide to go into it, let me know how it goes. After I decided to sell men's bracelets, I had to come up with a design for the store, and I started to look around for inspiration. I looked at various men's jewelry bracelet stores just to get an idea of how they were designed, so then I could apply those concepts to my store. Quick little side note, if you guys are getting into this niche or are just starting out with dropshipping and have no clue on how to design your store, I recommend to go on Google or Instagram to look for big brands that are related to that niche, or that are related to what you're selling, and see how they present themselves, and just look around, look at their website, look at their Instagram, look at their photography, and apply those things to your store. Most things are created from inspiration and not really just pull out of thin air, so use all those resources to your advantage. So after I spent a couple of hours looking around at brands in the same niche, I decided to grab inspiration from North School. Now it's very important that you guys draw inspiration and not copy them completely. I want to make it very clear, because I don't want you guys just to copy the store completely, because if they notice you copied them, they can hit you with a lawsuit. So do not copy them, and most importantly, do not use their logo or make it into a cheap replica like Ralph Lauren and US Polo Association. So you don't want to be known as the cheap alternative or the cheap replica of a certain brand. You obviously want to be yourself, like you want to have your own brand, but you kind of want to draw inspiration from other bigger brands. With that said, I know some of you guys might be a little confused. So what I mean by inspiration is use a similar layout or color scheme. Look at their sizing of fonts. Are they minimalistic, or do they go with a lot of graphics? So think of inspiration like copying the basics, not necessarily the details. Let me just go ahead and show you guys so you guys get a better understanding. Now this is the North School website. It's very simple, very elegant, and straight to the point. And over here we have the basic Shopify store that you're giving when you're signing up with your Shopify. First, we want to break down the North School website. Up here we have the logo and menu. Then we have the banner with the offer and call to action. After that, we have 2 collections and the product row, which is where the brand wants most of its customers to focus on. Next, we have the journal, which is just the company's newsletter. And then we have the footer, and that's pretty much it. So for this site, I went ahead and copied the layout by having the center logo, the banner with the call to action, followed by the products. But in this case, I decided to add 4 products first, followed by the collections, and then we have the footer. And as you see, everything's not copied, exactly how it is in North School's website. I drew inspiration. I just kind of replicated or kind of drew inspiration from their layout and kept things very simple, very minimal. You guys probably noticed that I didn't add a newsletter, and that's going to be the case for pretty much all of you guys. So don't worry about having a newsletter. They aren't really important, but if you guys enjoy writing articles, then go for it. But just know that they aren't going to do much in terms of sales. So I just want to make it very clear again. You see here, I didn't copy the site exactly, but I applied some of its concepts to my store, and then I tweaked some things out. I took some things around. So essentially what you want to do is you want to copy the layout of a brand that is related to your niche, and make sure that it's a brand that's pretty successful and not just some random ass brand that's just starting out, because you want to replicate their success, or you want to replicate the successful brand success. Damn, that was a mouthful. And that's pretty much it for the video. So remember, do not copy or try to make a cheap replica of that brand, but instead learn from them and use some of their basic concepts to create your own store. So make sure to subscribe and follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you guys in the next video.